Welcome to Tony's online tuning class. Our hope is to help you make positive changes in your life with these recordings by providing you with guided messages from Spirit. This tuning class will give you the means to enhance your energy through the use of tuning forks, crystals, meditation, and distance healing. These energy-driven classes do not alter or shift your energies, but to help you release outdated thoughts and beliefs from your past to help you feel lighter. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your vibrational growth with us.
The same goes with employees. This is why many of the employers are having a tough time. They're looking at 3 or 4 candidates. All of them have very good education. All of them have a very good experience, and they come through well. And it's like, oh, geez, how am I supposed to make a decision on these 4 candidates? They're all so awesome. But no one ever says, how do they feel? What was your first impression? In some of the relationships that eventually went divorced, when you finally first see somebody, you get a first impression. And then let's say that couple got together and then down the road they divorced. And so when they asked the person, what was your very first impression of this person when you saw them? Did you eventually divorced? And they said, oh, I thought they were great. No, the very first, your first gut instinct. I said, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that great. But he was cute, right? It's the second one that the human part of you kicks in and then looks at the appearance and how they conduct themselves, and that's always going to be good, especially in the first part of the relationship. But when you're choosing an employee, how did that person, when they showed up, what was your take on it? This is why good employers will ask the secretary or person in the reception area, when so-and-so came in, what did they do? What kind of feeling did you get from them? I don't know. They were kind of quiet, this and that. Okay, that was my top candidate. What else? What about this other guy? This guy, I thought he was kind of nice. He asked me how my day was, and I saw him in the parking lot, and he dropped a little piece of garbage on the ground, and then he picked it up, and he put it in the garbage. He just didn't leave it there. I thought that was kind of nice. That's your winner. It is that feeling, because it's always in the private moments of those people that nobody thinks they're watching is your candidate. Because when they're in front of you, of course, they're going to put on the best face they can and the best everything. Oh, yeah, I'll work overtime. I don't need extra money. All of this to make them seem like the best candidate. But how do they feel? When we tap into this, it's much stronger from a business point of view. I want to talk a little bit about skill level. Whenever we're doing anything and we attach intuition to it, it becomes something different. When we take the best of what we can do and we have a great experience, there's always going to be a glass ceiling if you don't incorporate some kind of intuition, some kind of a sixth sense to give you that edge. Because we all know there's so much information out there, more courses you can take, more training. There's all kinds of logistical things, yes, we can improve to sharpen our skills, but all of them will have a limit unless you bring in this natural sense of intuition. When we bring it into our lives and our businesses, that's when you go from being great to being a superstar. A financial planner that is looking at all of his clients that he's got to invest for, they'll get an idea where he should move or she should move their money so that their clients would have a higher return, making them the financial planner of desire for other people because their returns are going to be more. A farmer that gets the intuition that this particular crop needs to be green beans. For whatever reason, I'm just getting it. They're getting, and they start growing green beans. Everybody in the neighborhood is growing watermelons. And what happens is that upon harvest time, there's so much watermelon on the market that price actually starts dropping. And there's not as many people growing green beans, and the prices will be higher, making them a more successful farmer, because he's not choosing from what it is right now. He's looking at the seeds and which one do you want me to plant? Connecting to the land and saying, I need to pay my mortgage. I need to support my family. What are you telling me that I should do? Because I'm here to serve you, the land, this land that is on this earth. How can I do this in the most optimal way with the least amount of errors? What plants am I going to bring in? And so he could be tripping over a bag of corn, or he'll just see a vision in his head. But some way, his intuition will poke him to say, this is what you need to do, because very few farmers are going to be growing it, which will give you a higher return than before. So it's not always what we think it needs to happen. So when we add this to anything that we do, we are going to become superstars. But it is one of the most frustrating energies to deal with, because like we said, we don't know what you want to plant, what you want to do, what you want the answer to be, or is it real, genuine intuition? Something that energies around you want you to know. A songwriter that connects to their fan club energetically and saying, what is going on out there that you guys need to hear? And then all of a sudden, streaming through the guitar or playing on the piano, something comes out. And it's not you playing. That is a superstar. Because you're not cranking out the albums, cranking out the music, cranking out the work, just because it puts another song on your list. I heard a number of years ago that there was a musician that wrote, produced, and let out over 10,000 songs. I've never heard of the man, ever. When I heard of him, okay, he's a good singer, but all he wants to do is bring out music, and it's almost lifeless. I mean, they're good music, but it doesn't make me cry. It doesn't make me feel anything. You tap into intuition and let part of that compose the song, compose the art, compose the food. If you're a chef, you want to be a better chef. You want to be a better photographer. You want to be a better coach. How can I tap into something that people are really looking for, that will be the edge? And he says, this is the guy or this is the gal that I need because they get me. Have you ever heard that? Somebody that just gets you? But that's worth paying for. And you've just not only notched up your skill and your superstardism because intuition is now in there, it's just natural that people will pay more for your services because there's so little people doing it. Make sense?
Thank you for listening to my online tuning class. Give yourself 24 to 48 hours to process how you are feeling, which gives the body a chance to catch up on what you have cleared today. As these are powerful energy-clearing classes that help relax our bodies and assist to reduce stress. If you know of anybody that could benefit from this for future classes, please spread the word. We are located on our Facebook page called Group Tuning Class with Tony, and until next time, namaste.